Hi everyone, welcome to questions on Introduction to Organic Chemistry. We have our first question here about compound A, and we're asked what's meant by the term structural isomer. So for this question here, it's a definition. If you know your definitions, these questions are relatively straightforward. If not, you need to go back and look at those definitions, get them committed to memory. For this, we need to say with the same molecular formula, but different structural formula or a different structure. And then for part 2, we need to name compound A. So naming certain compounds and molecules is very, very important. So we have to be able to name it, so we have to be able to, first of all, find our longest continuous chain. So we have 1 carbon there, 2 there, 3 there, and 4 there. Now for myself, I would always see first if I can keep the longest continuous chain just going straight from left to right without really branching off. Now if I need to branch off, then absolutely I will do, because I've got to find that longest continuous chain no matter what. In the first instance, I'd always try and start just simply going from left to right, trying to keep things as simple as possible. If so, great. If not, then obviously need to branch off. Now, no matter which way we try this, 4 is the longest continuous chain that we can get. So 4 carbons means that's going to be butane. Then we need to have a look and see what else we have. Well, if this is our longest continuous chain, then I've got 1, 2, 3 methyl groups. So we don't write 3-methyl, we'd write trimethyl. So I have trimethyl butane so far. And then I need to actually then say where these methyl groups are positioned along my chain. So because I started counting from this left-hand side, I would then get 1, and then that would be the second carbon, and then the 3rd carbon. So that second carbon will get priority because I've got 2 groups on that second carbon rather than the 1 on the 3rd. So I'd start counting from the left, count from left to right. You don't always count from left to right, it might be whatever way it might be. So in that case, I've got 2, 2, 3. So 2, 2, 3 trimethyl butane with a hyphen in there as well. Make sure you have numbers separated from numbers by a comma, and then numbers separated by letters by a hyphen. And a final question here. We're asked to give the molecular formula for this MAC here using insecticides. So we need to just simply see what we've got. So I can count them up. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hydrogens, and I've got 1 chlorine. So very simply, it'll be C4H7Cl. Now that is the molecular formula. Be very careful what formula it asks for. There are a few different formulas you need to be aware of. Make sure you get the right one. So there's molecular formula done. Then we're asked to draw the skeletal formula for this. Now with skeletal formula, what we should have is something that looks like this. Now you will see skeletal formula quite a bit. It takes a little bit initially just to get your head around it all. But if we're just double checking this is all okay. So we have 1 carbon that is here, 2nd carbon there, we have a 3rd carbon on the end of this here, double bond, and a 4th carbon there. So that is my 4 carbons that I have there. Just checking this is all okay. I then got a chlorine here that I'm showing, so there's my chlorine, and then I've also got my chlorine here as well, so that makes sense. Obviously, provided you've got this first part right, you can use it as a check. And then we need to see if we've got 7 hydrogens. Well, on the end of this here, this will be a CH3, so a carbon bonded to 1, 2, 3 hydrogens. I've then got down here, I've got a carbon that would have 1, 2 hydrogens there, and then the carbon on the other end of this double bond here, that would have 1, 2 hydrogens that are bonded there, giving me my 7 hydrogens there. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. Skeletal formula, it can take a little bit of time to get your head around it, but you will see that a lot happening in organic chemistry and something you definitely need to become comfortable with. Okay, so that will do us for today on questions in organic chemistry, introduction to organic chemistry. See you next time.